Yo, press record. What's up? You're listening to Zero to X. My name is Daniel, and today with me.
Hey guys, you didn't say it as always, but
I didn't say
I've been
as
here.
always.
I've been here for like
like
45 episodes.
bro.
But hey guys, it's Amara.
What's going on, man?
I'm great, bro. I'm great, man. How you doing?
Well, still coming off my finishing Elon Musk's new biography. Still coming off it. Like, still thinking the thoughts. Hope it's. I kind of like how I am right now. It's reminiscent of where I was when we were about to start year 2, year 3, that period. Like Q2, Q3. For our listeners that might not know what year 2, year 3 is when we refer to it in this context. Year 2 is Q2, year 3 is Q3. We think about quarters like
as
years, essentially. So back to that state of mind. But something I've also noticed is that these days I've been very bottom line. My thinking has been very, very
same. It guides my my actions.
Yeah, like I'm like,
what is the net?
What's the net?
Which one gives the net the highest net return on time?
What's the net? What's the bottom line? All the things you are saying is grammar. Like, does this get us to? No, if it doesn't,
what are we changing?
It's bullshit. You need to take responsibility for it and like, let's figure this out, right? So I've been very, very bottom line in my thinking, and something that kind of breaks my heart recently is the fact that sometimes I don't think people take their lives seriously enough and mean it.
And mean it was beautiful that you added and mean it.
Yeah.
And mean it.
I don't think people take their lives seriously enough and mean it. And I don't mean like you should be a killjoy or you should deaden the buzz, like be the kind of person that they say you must be fun at parties. Like, I don't mean be that, right? I mean, there was a conversation. Let me explain what I mean.
Yes,
there was a conversation I had with Amara some weeks back, like it was some months back. I think you remember it was early on in the year that I asked you, how did your process of change or transformation happen?
Oh, yeah.
And you were like,
I know, just called me one day though.
I called him randomly. And it was like, he said a couple of things. Again, we've been reading, we've been talking, so it's like not necessarily anything new. I wanted to get it down to a science because like there were some things that I was bothered I couldn't change. Or I wasn't figuring out how to change them permanently. So, but I knew Amara's change was permanent, so I asked him, how did you do this? And then he said something that I didn't appreciate as much. Again, was something I'd heard before until Q2, Q3. Wanting it bad enough.
Okay.
Wanting it.
That's when the reminder for me.
Yeah. It's like, how
badly do you
want it?
To show every day.
It will show.
To show every day.
If you want to change your life, it will show.
To show every day.
It would come across as drastic, but it's your life.
It's your life, man.
It will show. How badly you want a thing.
Yeah.
Bro,
I think it's a very good barometer. It's a very beautiful judge.
Bro, it will show.
It will expose. So, which is why it was what you said about people not caring about their lives enough and meaning it is very valid.
Yeah.
Very
they
valid.
think they care. They
think
they should. Like, it's a thing to do, but they
but
don't.
How badly do you want it to show? It always shows. It shows in every single minute of your day. It shows.
Do you know,
guy, you are not born into $100 family.
Bro.
You are not born into, I don't want to call Elon, Sergey Brin. You are not born into Jeff Bezos' family. You are just a regular Joe. And then
God help you are in Nigeria.
God
help you if you are in Nigeria, bro.
If you are listening to us, you are privy.
You understand?
Because you have a phone.
Exactly.
So you can listen to a podcast. And you said you wanted to change your life. But
guys,
every day we look at your life and we're like,
is this greatness?
2 plus 2 is not adding up.
2 plus 2 is not 4.
It's like 2.2. It's not adding up.
Let me break this down.
Yeah.
Why this worries me a lot.
Bro, well, we could start another branch of the Zero to X podcast with what you're about to say. I know where you're going. Go. Go.
Bro, let me explain what I'm about to say. People don't realize where you are today is the sum total of the actions and especially inactions that you took
and didn't take.
You are the sum total. Where you are today.
That's it.
Is literally the summation of that.
That's it.
Life is a summation of consequences.
That's it.
You can't choose consequence. You can only choose action or inaction. And where you are today is the summation of consequences.
People think that by staying on the side of inaction,
God,
it isn't a choice.
Bro, this thing is. Do you know what's crazy? Age is a number. I hear that. I get that. People have started like the craziest stuff when they were in their 40s, 50s. They will be the first people to tell you it would have probably been easier if they were younger.
Definitely.
They would be the first people to tell you. It's like, bro, do you realize this is what's stupid? Do you realize that if you don't make a drastic change to what you are doing where you are right now, you can remain that way? That's the heartbreaking, bro. This thing breaks my heart so much.
Let me just help you a bit paint how this thing trickles into the entirety of society. We have complaints about quality of marriages. We have complaints about quality of parenting. We have complaints about quality of bosses. We have complaints about quality of everything. But all these people at some point, both the father, the wife, the mother, the boss, everybody at some point, or let's not, when I mean everybody, guys, I don't mean like the entirety of the population, but like most people say at some point that they want to improve so and so. You want to be a better boss, or you want to be a better lover, a better father, a better mother. You want to be all of this good stuff. There's no problem with that. But how badly do you want it? It didn't show in your actions. And so for that reason, you raise a child or you get into a marriage and then you help the statistic become part of the 50% of failed marriages. Or you get into your marriage
just because you didn't follow through on your plan for
decision.
Personal growth.
You didn't.
You didn't follow through.
You chose inaction. And you thought inaction wasn't a choice, but you chose it.
That's stupid.
And then you go into relationships and then you hear them say all sorts of things about the way men are, all sorts of things about the way women are. And then you look at these things and at all these people at some point, maybe not everybody, but a lot of them at some point wanted to be better versions of themselves.
Yeah.
Did they follow through?
They didn't want it bad enough. It's simplistic. It might seem unfair, but that's just the truth.
You raise a child that then has to deal with trauma. You go into a workplace and then you have to deal with ridiculous amount of stress.
You have to deal with it and a toxic work culture.
Very toxic. It's the entirety of society. I look at the salad every day and I'm just like,
life is a summation of consequences,
bro.
That's really what it is,
bro.
Like, see, I need you to look at where you are and realize you are where you are into a large extent because you put yourself there. I know that life happens. I know.
Yes.
But the fact that nothing is new under the sun. There are people who have experienced what you have experienced and are 2 times, 3 times, 10 times better than you now comparatively based on results. Experience the same things you experienced. You don't have an excuse.
Same starting points.
You
might say,
same challenges. You don't have an excuse. Life is a summation of like, see, look, we might have those friends that we know that we genuinely worry about because we don't know. See, eating and waking up is deceiving some people.
Please shed more light.
You feel like you are living life because you can eat. You wake up, you have data, you sleep back. Maybe you go to work. You eat, wake up. You don't realize. Maybe you are aware that your life is not great. or you want it to be a lot better.
Mm.
But you don't want that change bad enough.
Yeah.
You can be in that same place in the next 8 years. 8 years.
8 years, bro.
Add another 8 years, you're in a different generation. 8 years.
Bro.
8 years.
These are the issues.
Think about how long you have been in this situation that you are right now.
Your present situation.
Your present situation.
It's a very good place. It's very
Think
good
about
context.
it. If it has been longer than 2 years, you probably haven't put in the amount of work that you could have put in to change that situation. Because think about it. If you want to change anything, there is most skills that people go for in the contemporary society right now. Don't take 12 months a year to learn if you are self-taught. Most careers in tech.
Yeah.
Once you get in, you can pretty much do most careers in marketing. 3, 6, 12 months, you're pretty good. 2 years, you should have been earning and maybe on your way to being promoted.
Yeah.
Quote unquote. If you've been in a situation that you don't like, that you feel needs to change for longer than 2 years,
and you did not see any growth, nothing changed.
No growth, no change. My guy, babe, it's your life.
Yeah.
It's your life.
Yeah.
Nothing moves if you don't move it. Like, nothing.
I think people
I don't know how much more deeply to communicate this, but life is a summation of consequences. Think about the old homeless person you see on the street. Maybe they have a very sad sub story to tell.
Yeah.
But what's painful is that you ask them, did you do everything you knew to do? They will pause and tell you yes, because they cannot admit
it in your presence. But they know within themselves.
But they know
that there was something.
If you think honestly, deeply, and hard enough, you come up with 1, 2, 3.
And see,
4, 5, 6 things you could have done.
I think one of the reasons why I like 0 to X is because we started this podcast from episode 1 by pointing out that everything is nuanced.
Yeah.
I don't disagree at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you see, one consistent thing I've seen across almost everybody's life, because again, at least the people in my circle, is you see the same principle across board. You see it that you look at the situation the person is in, yeah. To the person, that situation might seem completely hopeless and forgone. Yeah. But if the person, let's say, asks for your input in the situation, you are able to, in some way, create or carve out something that they may have missed. Do you get me? And so that would mean that there isn't any tribulation that cannot be overcome. So regardless of how bad your situation is, the steps might not be clear. The progression might not be evident. We don't disagree.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that. That because of the fact that it seems like you're not seeing step 1 to 10 and you're just seeing step 1 and 2 at the moment, it might seem hopeless to you.
Yeah.
But if you look back at that situation later in future and you didn't act on that situation, for example, you would know that had I taken step 1 and 2, I most likely would have been able to find a way to map from step 2 to step 5, and then from 5 to 8, and then from 8 I'm at 10. And then I remember a story what somebody told me one time about somebody who used to be he started off being a cleaner in MTN, MTN's headquarters at Ikoyi and Falomo.
Yeah.
Instead of being a cleaner there, I can't remember what he became. He became one really, really proper, what's the word? What do you call high-level staff?
C-suite executive.
Yeah. He moved from cleaner to high-level staff, bro.
Stupid. That's
from
incredible.
cleaner.
That's incredible.
Like your situation might look hopeless, but it's as simple as, can I clean your car? Oh no, everybody has used, can I clean your car now? So that means you have to think outside the box.
Mm-hmm.
If everybody has used, can I clean your car, your own situation cannot be, can I clean? You gotta think, what else can I do? Do you get me? But the point being, do you know how many years it would take for somebody to be able to move from cleaning and mopping floors in an organization to being able to say, I have become the kind of person that these people think worthy enough to become this high level?
Yeah.
Bro, it's ridiculous, man. And in your everyday actions, you would show that I want this change. I can't stay here. This is not it.
You know, as somber a thought as this is, there is also hope.
Depths.
It means that if everything you have done or not done has gotten you to where you are now, it means that you can start today
to change your next 5 years.
That in the next 5 years would put you in a place where you want to be.
Bro, I've seen people that have done it in 1 year. I'm saying 5 years. 5 years is fine.
Yeah.
But I like to always say 5 years. You guys know on the podcast, I like to say 5 years.
Long-term perspective. But
that's the hope.
In a year, if you take the right steps and want it bad enough, unapologetically, it's your life. Unapologetically.
Somebody I know.
It's your life.
You will lose friends. That is fine. You will lose sleep. That is fine. You're only losing those things temporarily.
100%.
Temporarily, man. Temporarily.
100%. Guys, life is a summation of consequences. The actions and inactions that you've made all of this time has brought you to where you are today. But the hope is you can start today to do the things that will get you to a place that is desirable, that you want to be in a year, in 2 years, in 5 years.
I don't know. Something just came to mind. I don't know if it's something that you ever think about. Yeah. Do you ever go through your week and through the decisions you are taking, and maybe you, for some reason, you almost made a decision that was mediocre is not the word, but average. Yeah. A decision. Yeah. And when you were about to make a decision, you're like, I can't do this. This is what everybody else would do. Like this doesn't move me. This doesn't give me that exponential growth I'm looking for. And you're just like, nah, I can't. Nah. Do you get? So let's say, for example, everybody would have, let's say you're working in the office. Most people would have turned in some report or something at a certain hour of a certain day of a certain week. Yeah. And you were almost about to agree to that sentiment. Now, let me just turn it. I can't do this. This doesn't make me. It doesn't leave a mark. Do you get me? Yeah. I don't know if you've ever had that. Like I have it once in a while, like during my weeks.
No. So for me, it's why it doesn't happen as much,
because you're already doing high level.
It's because that's the state I'm in perpetually. That's the state I'm in perpetually. That's the state I'm in perpetually. So like,
yeah, I get that.
Like, look at it, in 0 to X, we have 3 standards at the very least. The 0, we call it 0, 1, 2. 0 is an incredible capacity for vision. Number 1 is we will be willing to do what 99% of people in our industry will not even think to do. Number 3, we'll work hard. We'll put in the volume, we'll put in the hours. Whatever that's needed. 0, 1, 2. Those are our 3 values. Those are our 3 values.
Guys, you know what? See, there's a level of audacity that you might, if you listen to all 45 episodes of 0x right now, it would seem to you like Daniel and Amara speak some audacity that you don't know where they got it from. But I like to say this, that we say all of these things so that in 5 years, when we are looking like all the things we are saying,
bro, you know that we said it.
You can piece everything adds up to you.
You will know that
you just
we said it.
No, I get it now. Do you get me?
Yeah.
And you understand that like that was level of audacity that was needed.
Mm-hmm.
That was level, and it was beyond even needing the audacity. It's just like this is where the level you have to be operating at.
Yeah, for the results that you want to see.
For the kind of results you want to see. For the kinds of results, like that's why I remember that day when Daniel asked me the question that like how did I come about permanent change?
Yeah.
And that day I like you know why I say this thing about how badly you want it? Yeah. Desperation will force you to do things that the average person wouldn't think to be rational.
You know, see this point that you made. I remember when Chris Williamson interviewed Alex Hermosi. I don't know if it was Chris Williamson or Stephen Barley, but it was one of the both of them.
Yeah.
And you know that popular. See, this. Don't think you're an exception to the rule, like of wanting it bad enough.
Yeah.
If you want it bad enough, I promise you, you will never give up.
That's the baseline.
Never.
That's the baseline.
Give up.
You're never giving up.
That is an incredibly, almost impossible thing. But you just don't see. No, you don't hear.
You don't see possibility.
Remember the podcast we talked about how to do our things. Start and don't stop.
Yeah.
Lagos traffic will teach you. You will stay there 3-4 hours. You will get to where you're going. So far, don't
just told
stop.
Me that he spent 8 hours. She spent 8 hours in traffic.
It do happen. This is Lagos, Nigeria. It do happen. This is Lagos, Nigeria. But that's stupid, bro. 8 hours.
Bro, I'm not making it up. In Lagos, Nigeria. 8 hours. This was coming from Lakwe.
Lakwe can be brutal. After Aja.
Way after.
No. Aja is starting.
And apparently the road was bad. And so they were managing one lane.
Oh my
God. So it got to Obalende by 4 p.m.
That's stupid.
Like, bro.
That's stupid.
But Lagos traffic will teach you.
It will teach you that start, don't stop, you'll get to where you're going.
Yeah.
Don't give up.
Mm-hmm.
So back to the illustration I was about to give. I don't know if it was Chris Williamson or Steve Barley that was interviewing Alex Hermosi. Don't think you're an exception to the rule, like you must want it bad enough.
Mm-hmm.
That I've wanted it, but I didn't see change. That's you giving up. You didn't want it bad enough. That's evidence enough that you didn't want it bad enough.
This is wisdom.
You don't hear no.
That's the meaning of.
You don't hear come. You only hear go.
You only hear go. You don't hear no. You only hear yes.
Do you understand? Like all of these things you are giving me is excuses.
It's excuses, man.
This is what I want. This was going to happen. Do you understand? So Alex Hermosi said, you know that popular story where they say that you can take a horse to a river. You can't force it to drink water. I made a video on my IG because of that thing. I had that paradigm. I was like, my God. And he's like, I guarantee you. He said it with so much.
You can force it to. You can take a horse to this river. You cannot force it to drink water.
You are joking.
Under the right circumstances, you will drink. If guys, we tell you those right circumstances, you'll be shocked. Please tell them.
He said, if you dehydrate that horse till the point where it can no longer hold up its head and its mouth get close to the floor,
you bleed the horse out.
Bleed the horse out. The water is right there. He will drink.
Put on that hot sun.
He will drink. Dehydrate it. Remove the blood. Put on that. He will drink. They no bunny, Papa.
Oh my God.
Will drink.
That's how badly.
That's how badly.
Guys, that's how badly.
That's what we're talking about.
That's what we're talking about.
That thing you want.
How badly?
That job, that promotion, that career, that relationship.
That level up in your life.
How badly do you want it?
You want to be a better so-and-so. You want to be a better so-and-so.
How badly? Make the decision now that all you are going to hear, all you are going to see is that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that is not that thing, we are not listening to it.
Yes.
We are not interested.
Definitely.
Those are excuses.
Mm-hmm.
Those are derailments. We do not care.
Yeah.
Just that result. When we got, we can now start smiling.
Yeah.
Then we move on to the next one that we want. That's your life. Life is a summation of consequences.
Yeah.
Guys, I hope you deep this thing. No? I don't want you like I want to borrow from what Amara said last episode. I don't want you to be saying I'm learning to be for 7-8 years.
Word.
You're learning to be kind. 7-8 years.
Word.
You're still learning.
How badly do you want to be kind?
You're still learning. Eh?
Like, what is the consequence of not being kind? You raise children and you're unkind to them. And then you're wondering who's going to be there for you.
In terms of consequences, I need you to get to the point of comfort. Like, see, if I don't change my life, it's not going to change. It might get worse, and it will suck, and suck badly.
The problem with it will suck is that it doesn't give enough. It doesn't paint enough of a visual image.
Of a vicious visual image.
Vicious visual image, bro.
You'll become like those old people you pity on the road and you wonder what they did with their lives.
Yeah.
Visual enough?
Visual enough.
Visual enough? How about that you give money to, whether it's on your journey for you, that's at your gate, in your estate, in your compound. Whether it's buy for, whether it's just pass him at the shop where you buy stuff. That opens the door for you.
I don't know about people, though, but to hear
when you go to a pharmacy.
Let me paint one for you. One very popular one with a number of Nigerian parents. Let's use $30 because everybody knows $30. Let's say you saw $30 on TV, or let's say you saw Davido. I know Whiskey was a very popular one. You saw Whiskey somewhere, and then you tell your child, "Oh, Whiskey is my classmate."
Oh, stupid! Oh, stupid!
That was such a popular one, man. Because then you're suddenly wondering, when you think about it later, like you may not think about it as a child, but like you think about it later. So your classmates rose to a level where they amassed this amount of potential in their life and brought it to fulfillment in their life. And here we are living in this one bedroom. Here we are. I heard a story. Have you heard this woman's story? This woman that acted, this really dark woman, kind of Viola Davis. Have you heard that story? With what's this woman why am I forgetting her name? Richest woman. Oprah. Black woman. Oprah, thank you. The interview with Oprah.
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh my God. If Viola Davis shares a story with you, bro. If you listen to Viola Davis' story,
I'll go check it out.
It was the ghetto of ghettos.
It was the ghetto of ghettos.
Bro. Remember it's giving me goosebumps.
That's stupid.
Remember it's giving me goosebumps, man. My God. Imagine where you were her classmate and then you say, because she said story about her school. So imagine where you were Viola Davis's classmate and then you see how successful she's become and then you're telling your child, oh yeah, we used to be classmates too. And then your child stumbles upon Viola Davis's backstory and says that she had it 10 times worse than you guys currently have it. And your child is suddenly wondering, what did my father do with his life? Or my mother do with her life?
That's stupid.
But here, slaving about every single week and month, and you're telling me Viola Davis was your classmate and she came from, bro. That's the consequence of inaction.
That's it.
If that doesn't concern you, I don't know what else will.
We'll bleed you out, put you under the sun, and remove all whatever you will drink.
Oh my God.
Guys, we have gone to great lengths to paint the picture.
We have.
Of what this looks like.
What's his name? Popular painter. What's his name? Help me.
Da Vinci, Picasso.
Picasso no do pass like this. Oh my God.
Guys, but you can turn it around. It'll be great in a year. It'll be great in 2. Start today to take the actions that will lead you to be where you want to be. desirably.
Yeah.
Everything good, what you want, what you desire.
Yeah.
In the next year or two, start today.
Yeah.
Get very disgusted.
That's the word, man.
Get disgusted. Get very hateful about that thing that needs to change. Swear it off. Get disgusted and hateful about that thing. If it's brokenness, hate poverty and the sight and smell of it. If it's an attitude in a relationship, see, some things die a natural death when you hate them enough.
Yes, completely agree, bro. Completely agree.
Right. So that thing can change.
It can.
That thing can actually change.
It can.
I don't want. What's crazy that is breaking my heart so much is that there are people that might not make it till we have to bleed them out and put them on the.
We're here for you. We'll bleed you out.
Bleed you out. You will receive sense in Jesus' name, and us too will not be castaways in Jesus' name. All right, guys. It's all love. It's all deep care and concern. We do this for us, but equally as well for you.
For you.
It's for you as well. So we hope that you understand that you need to take your life very seriously. It's yours and it's one. So, guys,
there's no restart. Anyway,
games have. Oh my God.
We'll see you in the next one.
Cheers, guys.